Hey guys, Brady here, and I just saw F1. So I actually saw this movie earlier this morning with my friend, and I really like this movie. I'm not big into F1, but um, I do like a lot of the racing movies we've been getting lately. Ford v Ferrari, Gran Turismo, um, all great films, all great racing films. I think it's slowly becoming one of my favorite subgenres in the sports film uh, genre. I watched the movie Driven the other day, which is Sylvester Stallone's take on Formula One. Formula One wasn't good. I think Stallone and director Rennie Harlin were butting heads during production. Uh, all the crashes were very CG-ish in that movie. Just kind of takes you out just a little bit. Um, and Stallone wrote the movie as pretty much a racing version of Rocky, and you don't get that in the final product at all. And Stallone was a little upset by that. And Rennie Harlan is a pretty hit or miss director with more misses than hits. Like, I think Cliffhanger is a great movie. Deep Blue Sea is a great movie. Um, what else did he do? I enjoyed what was it? Exorcist. The Beginning, I think, was the movie he directed, or was it Dominion? Either way, I thought whatever the Exorcist movie he directed, I thought that was a pretty good movie. Um, and That's where my praise, or in 12 rounds, and that's where my praise for Randy Harlan drops, because Legend of Hercules and Die Hard 2 and The Covenant are all bad, boring, stupid fucking movies he's directed. Die Hard 2 is my least favorite Die Hard movie. I know Die Hard 5, but Die Hard 2 is pretty much just a rip-off of the first Die Hard, and I didn't like that, so that's why it's my least favorite Die Hard movie. Um, anyway, so back to Formula One or F1. Um, so yeah, this was a pretty good movie. It stars Brad Pitt and Damson Idris, I think his name is, who is actually rumored to be the next T'Challa. And after seeing this movie, I am rooting for him to be the next T'Challa because he was phenomenal in this movie. I loved his character, Joshua Pierce. He was so good in this movie. Um, he's kind of like a like he thinks of himself like a big shot. Like he's like the new racer, and like the new hot racer. And then Brad Pitt's character is like this old rugged um, racer. He gets hired to do races for like this indie company, I guess you could say, that hasn't really won many races, owned by Javier Bardem's character. Him and Javier Bardem go way back, like 30 years. They've been friends. They've raced each other in Formula One and all that. And so their friendship goes way back into, it takes place in 2025, so I guess the mid 90s or whatever. And yeah, and this was a really good movie. The race scenes were pretty cool. Joseph Kosinski, is it Kosinski or Kolinsky? I think it's Kosinski. He's a pretty good director. I just wish he would stop making streaming movies, because when you make streaming movies, you don't get, well, these. Apple hates physical media, and for me, um, going to the movies and then buying the Blu-ray 4, 5 months later is part of the fun. So now I'm getting half the fun of seeing the movie. The other half of the fun is waiting for the Blu-ray to come out to add to your collection and then show to your friends. I don't have Apple TV Plus. I'm not gonna buy Apple TV Plus. So Apple, please, for the love of God, give F1 a Blu-ray, a 4K Steelbook, along with Killers of the Flower Moon. It's been 2 years. I want to show my dad Killers of the Flower Moon. He loves Scorsese, and he's upset that he can't watch the movie because we don't have Apple TV Plus. We're not going to buy Apple TV Plus. We don't have the money for Apple TV Plus. We don't have the money for all this fucking streaming service. So please, the love of God, give Blu-rays to your fucking films. Anyway, back to the review. So, yeah, I really enjoyed this movie. I think Warner Brothers is on a winning streak so far because Sinners was a fantastic movie. Like, I was not expecting to love Sinners as much as I did. And then F1 is another fantastic movie from Warner Brothers, also Apple TV Plus. And I have a double feature on the 8th. I'm seeing Jurassic World in the afternoon, and then at night I'm seeing Superman with that Amazon Prime early access screening. My friend bought tickets to see Superman, so can't wait to see Superman a couple days before it comes out. I hope it's good. I don't have any high expectations for Superman being any good. The trailers didn't really blow me away. It just kind of looks, I don't know, just something looks off about the movie. I just can't put my finger on it, I mean. But, yeah, so Warner Brothers is on a winning streak for me. I think Superman may break that. I don't know. I don't want it to break it, but I have a feeling the movie is not going to be anywhere near as good as the 1978 Christopher Reeves classic. And speaking of Christopher Reeves, within the next couple of days or so, I will be watching Superman 2 and Superman Returns. I just watched last year Man of Steel and Superman back to back. I've only seen the 78 Superman movie one other time. And I want to watch that again. So I watched it and said, you know what, that was so good. I want to watch Man of Steel now. So I watched Man of Steel, and that was pretty much my morning that day. So yeah, I'm not going to watch those again, but I will be watching Superman 2 and Superman Returns. Skipping Superman 3 and 4 because those movies aren't that great, but yeah. So F1, I highly recommend you see this. I'm not sure if this is part of Apple's 1 week theatrical release window, whatever you want to call it, because not a lot of their movies, like everything they've released back in 2024 and 2023 with Napoleon. Oh, that's another movie I wish got a Blu-ray. Napoleon and Killers of the Flower Moon. Those movies didn't do well at the box office. Neither did Argyle and Fly Me to the Moon. No, not that Fly movie from 2008. Another movie called Fly Me to the Moon. With Scarlett Johansson and was it Woody Harrelson and Channing Tatum? Yeah, that movie. That bombed the box office. And the movie Wolves, which starred George Clooney and Brad Pitt, another Apple movie with Brad Pitt, was in theaters for 1 week, and that was the last movie they released at theaters with another studio, and that only got a 1 week window. I wanted to see it, but I didn't get the chance to see it. I didn't have the money at the time to see it. I'm not going to ever see it now because I don't have Apple Plus, nor do I want Apple Plus. So I don't think I'm pretty sure the same thing applies to this movie. I don't know, maybe since Formula One is so big right now, they're expecting this to be like a box office success. So maybe it'll stay in theaters for like a month or two, like a regular movie. I don't know, but it's definitely, absolutely 100% not getting a fucking Blu-ray, unfortunately, and that's a big blow in my opinion. Yeah. So I'm gonna give F1 5 stars out of 5. Really enjoyed this movie. Carrie Condon was great as the love interest for Brad Pitt. She was also like the head designer of the car and whatnot, and everybody in this movie was great. Even Joshua Pierce's mother was great in this movie. She I loved her character. Yeah, I highly recommend seeing F1. Yeah, that's it. That's all I gotta say. Wait, I gotta add one more thing to the video before I go. The beginning of the movie establishes the fact that Brad Pitt has been living in a van, And you don't know that in the opening of the movie. You see him like doing like pull-ups and shit in his car or in his supposed house, and then you see him walk out of his house and he's in a van. It's like, wait a second, how the fuck is he doing pull-ups in a van? You can't even stand up in a van. The van wasn't big enough for him to stand up in, so how the fuck was he doing pull-ups? Makes no sense. You can't convince me he was doing pull-ups in a van. I'm sorry. That was the only thing that bothered me in the movie. That and the fact that he like a minute or two after that scene, you see him like walking towards the car, and he has his car, like his race car, and he has like his earbuds, and he's put his earbuds in his mouth and then puts them in his ear. And remind me not to fucking borrow Brad Pitt's earphones afterwards. I do not want Brad Pitt's saliva in my fucking ears. That's disgusting. And I'm gonna leave you on that.